Alright, what's up, my dudes? That's Tage, your boy, Christopher Giving once again. This time, your boy here is back with, well, Sprunked once again. But this time, I know I've made a combination only vid on this before, but this time, I discovered that there are many more fire characters in this game, so I've discovered that off camera, and now I want to show you guys a better combination than I did last time. So this time, I'll call this video the true Sprunked combination. So you might be wondering, how is this one going to start? Well, I originally wanted to start off with Jevon, but I've seen this, as you can see, there's a ton of cool, interesting characters here. So this time, instead of starting off with Pinky, the character I actually want to start off with this time is the Henry Stickmin-like doppelganger character. Well, this is actually a Stickman character here, a cameo character. I don't know his actual character name, so I like to kind of know it. I'm just curious. Anyway, so let's start now, and I'm gonna start with this character right here. Alright, so yeah. Well, that was only phase one. I want to do both phases today. So yeah. This is going to be a pretty long video because I want to go through all of the best possible combinations you can ever come up with for these Sprunked characters here. So that was for phase one. The best ones I could possibly come up with for that one. There will be very more interesting results in phase two, but unfortunately, a couple of the characters are way too loud for me to use in this phase, such as Mr. Tree and that cameo Stickman character is also way too loud, so I can't use him either. So we have to not use those guys at all, meaning we are down to a little less characters in this phase. Means, well, the phase one we started with the cameo Stickman character, which looks like a doppelganger of Henry Stickmin to me. But yeah, anyways. Oh, well, I did not mean to start that off. Wow, I think it looks really creepy in his face. Okay, Matt. Those guys could be quite useful. Yeah, like that. That's an 8-bit one. Okay. I think I'll replace Simon with that one. So maybe we should just have phase two start the same. Yeah, let's just go with Jevin once again in this phase. I can't find a better way to start out this phase because most characters are a little more higher decibels, so let's just go with Jevin. Well, that was the most unique combination I could possibly think of. All that's so many. That's like six of them were percussion characters this time around. Yep, I changed it around. I started it out with more melody characters, but then I swapped a bunch of them with percussion. I swapped like four of them with percussion characters, just to so it sounds a lot, just so the theme actually, just so I could actually make it sound fire. And I gotta say that was more fire than I originally had. So yeah, you could also, I also showed you guys that you could turn up the intensity of the drum of the percussion characters to like by an additional 1%, meaning they're like additional something percent faster than they usually are. So that's why I heard them at the end sound slightly faster than they normally do. Anyway, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this kind of long, kind of half an hour video. Anyways, this is the end of the video, so thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to sincerely follow, positively like, comment, and subscribe. Tap the notification bell, share this video with others. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, my dudes and dudettes. I like Ikachi. Oh, sorry. I meant to say the meme like there's this meme that I've heard real quick before I go. I was to you guys this. I heard this meme that yeah, 'cause I got a fresh cut recently. Just I don't know why I mentioned it. I don't necessarily need to mention that, but hey, sometimes I like to be honest and mention things anyway, even though I didn't need to. Anyways, so I'll just pretend I didn't say that. Anyways, 'cause of this meme where this dude's like, you play Minecraft. I like Ikachi. Ah! Yeah, so yeah, sorry if you don't know that meme. That's a legendary meme. I don't know how you would not know that. Anyways, unless you lived on the rock like Patrick Star. Anyways, see you later, my dudes and dudettes. Like for real this time. Yahoo!